Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Dominions 4, the 7-person free-for-all multiplayer series. I have with me today, I've seen you before. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you, Tortuga?
Well, as always, my life seems to revolve around the political state of affairs in Dominions 4, and I bring sad tidings. Apparently, Ulm's capital is now under siege. That is not good. Asphodel is basically taking names and kicking ass, unfortunately.
Yeah, you probably don't want to let that happen, because
Oh,
I can
wait.
still get access to Earth gems.
The dormant pretender gods are awakening.
Give or take 2 turns. Seems that
Uh,
ours didn't awake right now.
yeah, we'll have to see if ours. Oh, yeah, well, ours is not awake.
Yeah,
Okay, so we have a battle in Ostmark. This is our hobbits invading Airmore. This probably is also a pretty quick one. Did their ghost disappear? Yeah, they didn't. It was not even a fight. They just disappeared. That's very weird. Why do they? Oh, this is just the ghouls that they're raising, but they don't have a
yeah,
leader. I see.
exactly. Well, they have no leader with undead leadership, so they auto route.
I see. All right, Toledo. This was our huge ranged units. I imagine this will go pretty quickly in our favor. Yeah, they're trying to. Oh, we're using the fire thing still. Speed this up a little bit more.
And dead.
Good. Okay, good. Did we lose anybody?
I don't think so.
Wow, very nice. And then in Oaklands, this is the one I was a little bit worried about down here. But you convinced me to push on. I think we'll probably come out okay, but yeah, these are really light forces. Okay, Jaguar slingers are terrible, and these warriors, they're not. I mean, they're not absolutely terrible. Can these
But
slingers possibly do damage? I mean, possibly yes, but is it likely for them to do damage against these guys?
no, because these guys have natural protection of
Yeah,
their skin.
they're not even doing any damage. Okay, I saw a little bit. We might have lost a guy or two there. Yeah, we're losing a few now. But they are routing, and that was the important thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if you take a look at them, you see how horrible their morale is.
I did not see this. Well, 10, that's normal, in my opinion. 9. 9 and 10, to me, that's normal.
That they were in hostile dominion, so we were actually at 8 and 9.
Okay. Okay, well, just lost... Oh, the one last Bakemono show is finally dead. So that army's now almost devoid of Bakemono show. That might be the last Bakemono show in the world. Because I don't think any of our armies have Bakemono show now. So I've already set up a few moves. We're moving this one into Great Woods. Now Great Woods, remember, we already attacked it. We didn't succeed, but we did eliminate a significant population of their defenses. So it should be pretty easy for us to move in and finish those off.
Yeah.
We have our turtle men who are moving into the sea. In fact, let's see, where is this going to go?
And which formation did you put them in?
I have the split in the front and the leader way in the back.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I also want to very quickly rename this guy. I did have a request from William Hillis to get exactly a capo commander. So there's Gamera, the cap chief. Okay, very good. That's the only renaming I have to do. So that's working. We have... Zari's probably supposed to do site searching.
Exactly.
Yuzuki's still building our fortress. Now this is a very interesting discussion that I'm already in conversation with Man about. Man wants to assist with Asphodel, but basically they can't get... This is just a light force of knights. I guess these are just for the purposes of conquering terrain. It's kind of a crucial crossroads for us. I think we're committing this turn to attacking Asphodel because I don't think we can wait any longer.
Nope.
Because if Ulm's capital is under siege, then I don't know. There's nothing else to say. It was time to go in. There's no sense in waiting any longer. Okay, so we'll move in here. I'm going to send my scout here just to kind of see what is going on with this mountain pass. Maybe I can track troops, because this is the only mountain pass for, well, up and down, except for Satala. And I guess I'll have my other scout maybe sit on Asphodel or on Satala itself, and then I can track all the movement up and down with the Asphodel armies. So I'll be in good shape.
As soon as we can move the Kappas to Utadip, we'll have an even better view of what's going on.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they'll have a better view of what's going on the times that they aren't invading. So, yeah. Because that's what we're planning to use them, right? For hit and runs?
Yep.
That's so brilliant. I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay, so what do we have? Let me just... Oh, yeah, we have some stuff to do at the capital. Yukonaga, our prophet. I think he already collected what was remaining with the archers we built up. We have 15 here. So the question is, what do we recruit? I want a Bakemono shaman. I've already queued that up because we want to get our temples going on Sylvania. And then from there, he's going to move down and assist in building a temple on Kennen. Probably this Uba will also be the one to move down and build the lab there. I'll just keep these guys, you know, training around to the various fortresses. And what else? So we already have our Uba building a lab. So next turn, we will have the fortress. Yeah, this is the big question, though. I can't actually resolve this on camera right now because I'm in discussion with Das right now whether or not I should actually move in and attack, because he says he's like 4 turns away from being able to assist. I don't know what I should do. I don't even know if this army is capable of doing anything. What is your opinion on that?
Well, I believe due to the urgency and that we have raiding Kappas, it might be good to just sacrifice those armies into hindering Asphodel as long as we can, while we're assembling a greater force to move in.
Okay, yeah, I guess it does help. It will be slightly more territory that we conquer, which everything that we can take takes away something from Asphodel. Yeah. And with the things are dire, so we have to try to help out Ulm any way we can. Okay. Wow. So, man, they are strong. I have no idea what I'm trying to do with this scout. By the way, I did negotiate a peace with Vanheim. They are going to give me Gorillion and Koromu. They're not going to take these provinces, but they did take them, but they just asked for me to let them know when I'm going to take them back. But they are like conceding that these are rightfully mine. So they're just stealing the income until I can get somebody over to take them.
All right, that's good.
Do you think I should just move this guy up here?
Probably move him to the northwest so we have a better view of Asphodel for now. Or you could send him towards... Yeah, I meant Vanheim.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that as well. They are probably... Their home must be one of these, right?
Yeah, somewhere. Either on this side or the other side.
I mean, I have to imagine, because they have so much territory on this side, that they're on this side. Because Ulm has to be, like, right here. I suspect Ulm is one of these two. And if Ulm is here, they probably are here. Don't know, though. Okay, where are you? What are you doing? Oh, well, you can actually find out for us, can't you? If I move to Might Marsh, that will give us surely eyes on what's going on. That's perfect. Okay, so next turn we'll know everything. Okay, Yukonaga, he's the only one left without a move. Okay, so did I mention everything on camera that we did off camera?
Yeah, I think you mentioned everything. The last thing to check is probably the research and the recruitment right now.
Yeah, so we got a new thing in enchantment. Do we want to go to enchantment 4 before we actually maybe even enchantment 5, or do we want to take a break before we get there?
We want to try to get to enchantment 5 as fast as we can, and also get to 4 to get flaming arrows to deal with the enemy.
Okay. All right, so we're doing that. Not much else to say about research for now. And we aren't going to be able to build anything. So I got the lab. We have 200 or 500 in our treasury. All right, so I guess the only thing left to do is to go for broke on Bakemono. Something like this.
Probably remove one of the archers. There you go.
Do you want me to get more Bakemono? Or is this...
I'd rather get more of the archers right now, but we should get somewhat about a force of 20-ish Bakemonos to act like a wall for now, since we don't have summon skeleton.
Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4... Let me just do this the easy way. Wait. Oh, yeah. So cancel a few more. Get this guy. Good. Now, this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is 14 Bakemonos. Do you think that's enough?
Yeah.
Or are we going to have to wait another turn?
But that should be alright for now. Yeah,
okay, that's actually... We have... I could even cancel some more longbowmen, because remember, we already have 15 longbowmen in the army.
But those longbowmen is pretty much in a way of saying the more the better. Because when they're not shooting arrows or have run out of ammo, they technically become the Bakemonos with the swords.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Okay, then this is what we'll do for our recruitment. 14 and what was this? 7? So we'll have 22 total and 14 Bakemonos to support them. This guy is only going to be used to build our temple, which I'm like really want to get those temples up so that we can start our dominion spread a little bit better. But next turn, yeah, we'll have a fortress. That's probably the first fortress in the game. I don't know if anybody else has built a fortress. Well, I mean, what is it? Turn 12? That's maybe not true.
Maybe Vanheim's has one.
Oh, yeah, Vanheim. They have an enormous swath of land.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Then it's just down to Yukinaga. I guess I'll have him. He can actually research, right? Might as well just have him research for a turn.
Exactly.
And that means that everyone is done. Okay, so what you guys are going to miss just off camera, I'm going to make the decision whether or not we commit to Pasten or not. I probably will, which means that Sevi-sama, his army of Dai Bakemono, and Ralph Magnus and his army of crossbowmen are all going to die a terrible death in the lands of Asphodel. Unfortunately, the only consolation I can offer them is that they won't die alone. We will also probably lose, very unfortunately, Fort Obaget, the beloved mercenary army. They will probably also be lost conquering territory up here. So,
oh, right, one thing. Did you check if we need to renew any contracts right now?
I didn't, but that's an excellent point. And that's the reason why I'm paying you. Oh, look! Gartha has taken the snake charmers.
No!
That's okay. Well, they are extremely cheap. What should I bid on them? Oh, that means I'm going to have to actually cancel a troop or two.
Probably cancel 2 Bakemonos and bid that money.
53, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's probably enough. So this is 106 if anybody wants to match that. I mean, that's not a whole lot.
Yeah, if you want to be super safe, you could cancel 2 more Bakemonos and bid it about 100 and something.
I think I'll just cancel one more. I don't know why this is will make me feel safe, but it will.
Yeah.
So now they're going to have to bid over 150, and I don't think anybody will. In fact, I'm content even doing exactly 76 because I don't think anybody's going to bid more than 150.
2.
Right, yeah. So if it comes to a tie, does it go back to the person who already owned them?
No. They took your whole money.
Say again? I don't understand.
Like, whatever money you're giving them, they'll keep it if you win the bid, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying, what if somebody bids exactly the same amount? Who gets it?
That's a very good question, and that's pretty hard to verify. I have no clue.
Okay.
I believe they would have a preference for the guy who already hired
I mean,
them.
that would make sense to me. That's why I asked,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's not super important.
Well, then that's also rare that someone bets the exact amount that you betted.
Yeah, but it's possible. We're working with discrete numbers, so it's definitely possible.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so this is a really exciting turn because this is the last turn which we are at peace for. This is the first turn, next turn, where we will be at war.
Oh, we'll be in full-fledged war.
Yeah, and against one of the most scary opponents. So, oh well. And
And you can't forget that you also technically declared war on Ermor as well.
right, I sent them a humorous message off camera saying, I mean, Airmore and Asphodel, they shouldn't they know that we're at war with them? Because they're undead. Airmore knows. Airmore's been sending like funny, taunting messages. First, like even in the game, but also even like in email messages to all of us. He's been saying some funny stuff, like not a literal direct quote, but stuff more or less saying, "Come get some." So, so he knows what he's doing.
But isn't Asphodel technically friends with Agorfa right now?
Yes, I think they're allied even.
Oh, good.
So he's probably sharing information, but I don't care.
Okay.
I don't think Airmore has the capabilities to shift north to deal with this threat, and even I would say I don't care. These lands are not giving us much income anyway, just because they're overrun by the undead. And if they take back a territory or two, I'm okay with that. I just need a pipeline into Asphodel. I don't think
All right.
Airmore's in a position. I'll send a message probably to Vanheim and to Agartha saying that you guys really need to put the pressure on Airmore to keep their armies pinned down.
And we're technically allied to Agorfa right now, right?
Yes. I wouldn't say
Okay.
allied, but we have a non-aggression pact, but probably you could say we're allied, that if I encouraged him to do something, he probably would.
Okay.
Okay, so this is actually just part 1 of 2. We'll continue the... Let me see how we're doing on time. Yeah, we'll definitely get another episode in before the end of this video. So for you guys, just sit back and enjoy a brief pause, and we'll see you for the next turn. Welcome back, everyone. I mean, it's for you, it's been 2 seconds, but for us, it's been a lifetime. And with us for this episode, we have Sam joining us again, and of course, I've seen you before. Well, what a turn we have ahead of ourselves, huh?
Everything went pretty great.
Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of like the point where you're very happy, but you know you won't be as happy like a little while later.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think we're starting to realize that we're not in very good shape.
Yeah, they're tiny bit bigger than you would have hoped.
So this was a successful victory. Our Burgmeister guards are doing excellent. Did note, however, that their morale is not so high. We'll see that in a second, though. So let's go to Pastena. This is the one that borders the Asphodel lands. Let's do this one. This is also a very quick battle. I think they routed almost immediately.
Yeah, one shot. It's like,
And
oh no,
that's
this
it.
guy got shot by an arrow. Run, run.
I'm not in it, man. I'm not in this to die.
Yeah.
Here's our Kappas fighting in the sea. And we'll find out that they are pretty darn good.
Yeah, Kappas are pretty amazing units.
And that's it. So in the first 3 battles, we didn't lose a single unit. It couldn't go that way for all 4, but very close.
It's the most expendable unit though.
Yeah, so we're gonna lose a few Bakemonos in the front here.
You know, I used to feel bad about the fact that Wakamonos die all the time, but it's kind of their purpose.
It's their lot in life.
They cost too much money, unfortunately.
So we lost 2 Bakemono, but we're still doing good. We finally completed capturing all the provinces around our capital. And this is very important. The fortress in Sylvania is now constructed. Not only that, but we have the Uba there who built the lab, who can immediately begin researching, which is very convenient because we are going to need it. We have 50 points put in I don't know how you say this, but thaumaturgy or thaumaturgy. And that is to get ourselves dust to dust. Why would we be interested in that, you may ask? Let me show you. We have a good scouting on Asphodel lands, and they have Centaur Hierophants.
Well, technically carrion beasts are the most terrifying part.
Oh, is this true? I am worried myself to death of elephants.
Yeah. The biggest issue with those elephants is that they're really big, they're really tough, they don't rout, they never get tired, and they also have fear aura, which is nasty.
I mean, that sounds of plenty of reasons why I should fear them the most.
Yeah. So they're like they're a quarter of the reasons why Asphodel is really, really scary if you let them grow out of control.
Well, and Sam he missed a few episodes, obviously, and he was saying why his comment like 3 or 4 times was, why did you get into this war so quickly?
Yeah, because I was just oh no. Like I get it that you guys probably didn't see everything and you heard Ulm was under siege. I heard that, but we're looking at this, it seems you might have jumped into the mosh pit too soon.
Now, if we think about it though, Asphodel they only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands, including their capital. Can they really be that strong with only that many?
They're about to get a lot more territory.
Yeah, well, from us.
Honestly, if going back to this is hindsight. We should probably have asked Ulm exactly how many troops are sieging his capital to get a better timeline. If we knew how many troops he was being sieged by, that would give us a better timeline. That would have let us assemble a better attack, and we would have been able to hit him with 3 separate units at once.
Yeah. Now, Man has already told me that he doesn't have the force to deal with Asphodel for another 3 turns. I think he said he'll be down here in 3 turns. I think that our army getting here is actually what caused Asphodel to pull back from Ulm. And if that is the case, then mission accomplished. We have helped our ally.
Yeah, I believe Sam is kind of over-exaggerating. They are indeed Asphodel, but it did stop them from sieging Ulm and taking over all of his stuff. Ulm can probably mount a counter-attack unless he decides to go in his own little corner and keep expanding. Secondly, that's bringing attention to Asphodel from Vanheim as well, and Man is planning to attack them. So unless they want to let us fight Asphodel and expand on their own side, everyone should be targeting Asphodel at this point. So what I believe is going to happen is that he's going to be running all over the place, especially that we have Kappas taking out the deep over and pretty much poking holes into his movement and logistics right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm just worried that, I don't know, just call me cynical, but I'm just worried that man might be overconfident of their forces. They're going to get destroyed. They're going to get destroyed when they jump in at the wrong point.
But Man has done nothing. I mean, just know that Man has not done a thing in this game yet. Now, Das eventually, at some point in the future, may watch this video and take great offense to that. But just to recap what Man has done, they've turtled in their little zone here. And I don't know what their army, like how their army could have been defeated by anything. So they should just, in theory, have a very big army.
He didn't use longbowmen. I saw what he was using foresters.
Yeah.
Forest. Well, the knights are good. The knights of Avalon are great. I would like to reinforce that, but you need specific skills to use them. That's one. Secondly, he started also in a desert. That's not too good for him. Like, I remember people were mentioning that the living ended up in swamps, wastelands, and deserts, whereas I can see that the undead nations are forest, border, mountain, farmland. So that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
So they're gonna ford up. What the biggest thing I'm worried about is that although we look very strong, and in theory, we should be. In theory, this should be pretty much Asphodel's big problem. Without a nation like without certain nations like, I don't know, Agartha. I'm looking at you, Agartha. That I know for sure can handle the job. I'm just a little worried.
Well, we know Ulm can handle the job. What we need to do is just buy him enough time to raid through. If he can even take... I mean, I think Fennica has... This is a local defense, very strong, well organized. So I think that this is possibly a problem.
Basically, what everyone should be coordinating to do is simply avoiding the Black Centaurs and raiding Asphodel as much as everyone can and coordinating that.
Yeah.
Because what will happen is that no matter if you have a strong force of just a handful of Centaurs, he won't be able to resist coordinated strikes from all over the place. Like, the harassment would be too great for him to resist.
Yeah.
One thing we're gonna have to warn Ulm, and you're gonna have to mention this, is the elephants. The elephants are pretty bad for heavy infantry. If they hit those, Ulm might lose too many troops and they'll be out of the running for another 3 months.
So what can Ulm even do to combat the heavy elephants?
He needs to research something like magma bolts or magma eruption.
Yeah,
or even
okay.
iron dots.
I think we can safely rule out Ulm's ability to do anything as far as research goes. I don't think they have the income. I doubt that they have very many priests or however they do research.
Yeah. If they just got iron darts, though, they would be okay.
Yeah.
Because iron darts does extra, like 3 times damage to magical beings, and it's armor piercing, so it just rip right through those elephants.
Okay, well that's useful. I might mention that then in a diplomatic message to him. Obviously, what I have to ask him is, how are you doing on those guardians? Can you send any kind of attack to Fennica?
The way you guys should be coordinating is explaining to him that the Black Centaurs are now targeting us. They'll be moving away from Fennica, so now is a good time to strike, because on the next turn...
Well, we don't know. We actually don't know. Balmont was independent, so this is not an aggressive move by Asphodel. In fact, this is just a normal territory expansion, I'd say. That's only 3 away from their capital.
You already attacked him. He's planning to attack you no matter what.
So now I may have instigated it, but I can maybe send a message saying, exploring.
No, you won't. It's not gonna be. He's gonna say, "Oh, sure," and he's gonna attack you anyways. That's what most people would do.
Yeah, I don't care. I know it's coming. I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna send that message. I have no reason to.
You've already. My
hand is shown.
Untied the sword of Damocles. It's falling. It's falling already. You gotta dodge it.
Well, okay, so we're at war. Let's just... Yeah, I'm not going to send a message to him. I don't know what he's still stretched in 3 directions. Ulm, if Man can get here, Man. I might tell Man to go to Abbey and wait for him there, because from Abbey he can go to... I don't remember if Bara... Don't I have a scout here somewhere?
Nope. Pastena and Bamato, the only way into Asphodel's lines, it seems.
Yeah, tell Man that at the very least try to raid Asphodel's troops and avoid his main force.
Yeah, I just want him to... If these guys do go down to Pastena, we will be moving back here.
And he can move in. Yeah.
Yeah. We should, just tell him we should have some kind of research up. We do have scouts in the territory, so we will be able to provide information on their movements to an extent. So we'll help coordinate the attacks, I think. That'll be the best way. Admittedly, relying this much on other people in this game, where backstabbing is quite common, is a bit risky. But we're not exactly spoiled for choices here.
Okay, well, let's think about what we're going to do with the rest of our army. I think we kind of talked about what we're going to do this turn is recruit a lot of longbowmen. I guess they're not longbowmen, but Bakemono longbowmen. And we're going to save up a little bit of money so that when the turn comes, when we actually need to get Bakemono, we'll just recruit all of them instantly because they don't really have a resource requirement.
They
And
will.
maybe it's time to preemptively recruit a Bakemono shaman.
So I have
The
one
old-
Bakemono shaman moving here next
I
turn
mean,
to build a
sorcerer.
temple.
Sorcerer. My bad, sorcerer.
Okay. Should
Yeah,
we get him
maybe.
this turn or next turn?
The thing is, we'll have to roll for someone to have fire too.
What year? What year time is it?
Spring?
We can get a pretender.
Oh yeah, our pretender will soon be here.
That's true. That's true. He should technically be here by the next turn.
Yeah, I mean, he should have already been here. It's been a year. Game.
Yeah.
Show up. You're late.
Come on.
Stop sleeping.
Yeah, what a loser.
Timeliness was never Tortuga-san's sport.
Tortuga-san, yeah, I mean, Tortuga is a slow person.
But he's steady. He's steady, and he's gonna win the race.
I hope so. I'm just worried about winning the war with Asphodel. Forget the thrones for now.
Yeah, just tell people we do have scouts in there, so we can provide information on their troop movements.
Okay, will do.
Other than that, I'm assuming everyone knows the bless that Asphodel has.
9 and 9, I think it's been mentioned before, yeah.
Yeah. So, other than that, what else we probably need to do is we're going to have to worry about.
Oh, I have
lot
a
of
scout
these-
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You did. That's what I was going. Like you have a scout in their territory.
Yeah, should I move him or either here or he goes to Bahamut? But I guess here is better because if
Yeah, it's fine. So we get an idea on what Elm is doing too.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, very good.
Do something. Be
So-
the war winner.
We'll have him wait there. Is there any place that this guy can move to become relevant? I guess we could get him all the way down here.
Let's try to look up what man's doing, maybe.
What do you think, Sean? I've seen you before, sorry.
I think right now we won't be able to see where Vanheim is going because his units have glamour, so you cannot see him on the world map.
Yeah.
I would say moving towards Elm is kind of pointless because we really don't know what he's doing right now. I think he's mostly recovering right now.
I mean, I could move this Might Marsh guy down to Ulm.
Move him. I wouldn't suggest moving it directly on Ulm.
Do you want me to
Would
move
he?
him to Omikria?
I think that'll work. Yeah.
Then he probably, I mean, I'm sure he owns both these territories. Because Asphodel hasn't, he had to defeat Ulm's capital to get by.
Mm,
And he didn't.
he did. I think he cleared the province defense, was sieging it as we came in, and then moved there as he saw us coming.
Okay, so what does that mean for Ulm's defenses here?
I think it's now back to 0 province defense, and he's
It's
probably
their nil.
recuperating now.
Wow, if that's the case, then that is substantial.
Yeah, but
Okay, so we really did save Ulm then.
Well,
pretty much.
to an extent, yeah.
Alright, I'll move this guy here then.
The
We'll
only
get an
thing I'm
idea.
worried is that we saved Ulm, and we might get.
I'm confident. I'm still pleasantly confident because man is for us. Vanheim's. I mean, the living are all against Asphodel. One, it's like from like
Well, most of the living.
I mean,
one of
okay,
them.
so Agartha made
One of
the.
them just wants to sit in their mountains. They're too busy with their arts and crafts. Apparently.
And you would imagine that Agartha's doing some serious research with this. Basically, they aren't doing anything else. They're just sitting here.
I don't think they're researching. I think they might be building up their statue army.
Okay, maybe this.
If they get like was it like 50 to 60 statues, you're gonna be kind of going, oh wow.
I think I'll move this guy to Sylvania so that we have a troop who can take control of our upcoming longbowmen.
But yeah, if they do use statues, we can beat statues. We can't beat Asphodel alone though.
Alright, I still don't know what to do with this guy. Either we move him down here or we move him to man.
It's,
Probably
kind of
start
wanted-
moving him towards
Because
Tornag.
I basically I feel like I seen you before has to make the decision because I agree partially with Sam's idea to move him to man, but I also kind of want him where it's more relevant. Although maybe if I look and see what man's doing, I can put more pressure on them. Like, hey, I see that you have troops there. I don't know. You could really 6 one way, half dozen the other.
I think I'd say move him towards close to where man is.
Okay.
But I also think that
I'll get there quick.
no matter what's gonna happen, man is gonna be very slow in mobilizing an army. So even pressuring him won't change much, since we're the one taking most of the flak right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
Okay.
like
Now
He's the U.S. in World War II.
yeah.
gonna come in and swoop everything.
It's very isolationist.
It's like, we don't want to be involved in this war with goblins and crazy undead creatures.
But if you think he's trying to avoid war, what would you say about Agartha? Who's Agartha? Like, I don't even know. Something more neutral? Russia?
I don't think they're Russia. I think
But Russia wasn't neutral. Well, yeah, Agartha could be Russia since he made friends with
Germany.
And then he's probably gonna get attacked later.
He's gonna get attacked and he's gonna go, no.
I guess Ermo can be Mussolini.
Oh,
Yeah, this is definitely Italy with their performance so far. It looks like Ulm is France.
Oh, come on. Well, they're
Wait, is
blue.
Well, that means we're Britain.
I guess so. Yeah, we're riding to their rescue.
Really weird that all
We have
actually
seals.
France.
We have Navy SEALs.
Yeah, the British variation.
Yeah.
I find it. Really...
Hey, they're literally frogmen.
Oh, they're turtles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're not literally frogmen. They're almost frogmen.
They're Ninja Turtles. They're gonna do this.
All right, I'm gonna have this. So we had a big discussion before coming on what to do with this scout, because basically we were sitting there and we were doing. I think everyone else except for me was getting a little sick of it, but we were doing like intense game theory on what to do with Saboria. Now, I was even recommending that we move into Florian because in my game theory mind, if I'm Asphodel, I move to Gnome Peaks and Saboria. I don't move to defend. I don't imagine that if I'm them, Shinuyama will move units into Florian. It seems like the least likely option. Or that or Valador just seem very unlikely. But you guys were able to eventually persuade me probably of the more logical choice, just not to get involved, because we noticed that their morale is extremely low.
Yeah. The biggest issue.
Okay, it's only low if they're... Oh, they must have a lot of... How many people are wounded in this?
There's a few of them. I think the last guy
Okay, check W. Press W.
I am pressing W. It's not working.
Oh, I guess because it's a mercenary, it won't let you select units. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't let me, but...
Because you can't individually select mercenary units, because the mercenary won't let you steal his units. So I guess because of the way the UI was designed, you can't even select them to look at them with W. So that's why it probably
2 so far. 3, 4, 5. They have a lot of wounded men.
Look at their defense. 20.
7.
They have amazing defense. The only problem is that it's not actually going to save them against mannequins.
Yeah.
Well, they have 8 so far wounded, if I'm counting correctly. 9. You know, like a third of their army is wounded. Which makes sense because they've been in so many darn battles, but 9 of their 32 are wounded.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're veterans.
Yeah, that's true. They are also quite experienced.
Yep.
I guess it's nice. It's nice not to lose Fordo Bagot. I did kind of like the idea of this Lord of the Rings idea of moving him to Mount Doom, which I guess in this case was Asphodel. It's a big mountain.
We're not going to make it there, but depending on how they move their troops, we might find an opening. So I suggest keep scouting, keep them alive.
And recruit the mercenary on Stone Heavens.
Okay, yeah, so there is another mercenary, and I just imagine Agartha won't take it. I can even send Agartha a message. I can send Agartha a message and say, hey, please don't take this mercenary. I desperately need him.
I would bid 190 on this, or even 200.
I'm actually tempted to go a little bit less.
Oh, but okay.
The reason why is because I don't think many other people are bidding on them, and I can specifically ask people not to bid on them.
Well, you can't.
Someone wants to
Asphodel.
backstab you, and you told them how much you're bidding, and on purpose they'll bid one more.
No, I'm not going to tell people what I'm bidding. I'm just going to go to Agartha. I'm going to say, honorable Marcus Aurelius. Marcus, his roleplay is always to be a man of his word, so he will just directly tell me.
How do you know that's his roleplay this time?
He's kind of mentioned it many times, and I could be horribly wrong in my judge of character, but I 100% believe it. And because of that, I'm willing to act on that information as if it is just God's word. Okay. So, Agartha, if I email them, if I message him basically and say, hey, will you be bidding on these guys? He will say yes or no. I guess I need them, right? So 181 is just going to be enough to try to prevent either Airmore. Would Airmore wouldn't hire mercenaries, but Asphodel maybe would. So I want to make sure I don't let Asphodel hire these mercenaries. They probably don't have that much money, though.
I think he's spending most of his money recruiting his centaurs.
Yeah, because the centaurs are better than any mercenary in the game.
Okay, so then the only people I'd have to worry about recruiting them are like the other people who are living, right? Like Man or Vanheim or... Mm-hmm. I very much doubt Ulm has any money for that.
Yeah, the Ermor, I don't think can really recruit it just because he's probably spending all this money on fortresses at this point.
Who's that?
Fortresses, labs, and temples.
Oh, who's that? Are you talking about Airmore?
Yeah.
I don't think Airmore is going to be recruiting mercenaries anyway.
He's spending on building up what little territory he's managed
and
to get.
he's just got the worst scales for it, right? He's like sloth and... turmoil.
Yeah, look at what he built over there. That's probably
Hey, look, our candles. We have friendly dominion here. We have friendly dominion 2 away from Airmore. That's awesome. We're winning the dominion war.
Oh, did he not put high scales as high dominion as Airmore?
I think he didn't.
I don't.
Because look, he doesn't even have. Oh, he does have dominion here.
We checked that earlier. Like he didn't. I don't think he did. Personally, it doesn't look like he even did.
He doesn't have any dominion in Erd.
Oh, that's actually a really big mistake.
Yeah, we mentioned this already. That if you're gonna we had this talk already. I seen you before and I about how maybe he did it to prevent aggroing other people, but all he did was kind of seal his own defeat.
Yeah. Because Asphodel can get away with it because they have cheap temples. So they can really build up fast. But Ermor cannot. Ermor is completely reliant on summoning troops and free spawn.
Yeah.
Along with very expensive infrastructure. So they really need the high dominion.
So the next question then is what to do with this scout, because we had this whole game theory thing I was talking about, but some people were advising, I think Sam was, who advised to move into Florian, so we have scouting information there. I was kind of of the mind to leave him in Asphodel, just so that I can see if these guys move out.
I kind of want to leave him in Asphodel too.
Okay, then we'll do that.
2 out of 3.
I'll just have him wait. And that is everybody we need to move. So I already showed research, right, that we're going to do thaumaturgy so we can get dust to dust, so we can counter the undead. And we got the mercenaries. But that leaves us with quite a bit of treasury. Is there anything else we need to do?
You should save up money because the Bakemono shaman will probably need 400 gold next turn, and we also need to move another Uba later on towards the Kenam soonish.
I guess the one thing I would want to do is get an Uba, to Kenan. That is true. So maybe even this Uba after... I think we'll do Bakemono Sorcerer after this, but this Uba will probably not even research. As long as we can get...
Are we away from getting the fortress?
Say again?
The fortress?
Next turn. 1 month. Should we even send one now?
Yeah, I think sending one in now wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay, let's just try to do the math real fast. I know that this is quite a lot of math to do, but... How much do these Ubas give? How much do they give? Yeah, I think it's 13. Okay, so they give 13.
Yeah.
Somebody got out their calculator.
It's gotta be 75.
Okay, so
75.
we're at 88 right now, and it'll be 75 if we take her away. But once we get a lab, we have 2 we're recruiting. So next turn, I know this is gonna be kind of painful math here. I'll even bring my calculator over so we can all do it together.
Yeah.
We have 276 remaining. Now we're gonna subtract 75 next turn. Then the next turn we can actually add 13 twice because we're recruiting 2 Ubas right now.
That's 26, yeah.
Right, so it'll be 101 research, right?
Yeah.
So that will mean 101. Yeah, we can actually still get it in 3 turns.
Then, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So let's do it.
Should we plan, just in case, should we plan what we want afterwards? Just curious.
Oh, wow, he can get there in
Oh, nice.
2 turns.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, as a side note, this is something you might want to know. Go to one of your Ubas. We'll make sure to change it back, but go to one of your Ubas.
Oh, yeah,
the form change.
Form changing, right.
Yeah, change the form. You should probably look at the stats of these. This will probably help a lot. Alright, so it moves 3. It has mountain move and I think forest survival.
Wait, can they get there in 1 turn?
Oh.
Oh!
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I was trying to show you.
Wow.
We tried
the other
that
thing-
before. I remember we tried, but it didn't work though.
I think they were in something.
I think we also did this. We tried it before and it didn't work.
We did try this before, but
Did you have all the territories?
But
Maybe there was something wrong.
I don't know. Well, I don't care
no,
now.
because
It
the
also
swamp
works.
is a swamp, right? They don't have swamp survival, right?
There's no swamp though. Oh,
Yeah, so
it is. What? How are they doing that? Don't ask questions. Just ignore it. Let the game think that we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, because that's what happened last time. Because of the swamp, they couldn't go there directly. I don't know through which path they're passing to get there, right?
They're magic.
I don't understand
Wait.
myself.
It's the magic Uba. It didn't move. You're too cool.
I don't want to ask questions. I don't want to take him off moving there because by magic he's getting there. So let's just not ask questions. Let's just let it happen.
Like the coyote. Just don't look down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay. Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah. I'm just curious. So let's check our other Ubas. Let's check how many of them. Let's check their pats.
Oh, okay. Maybe just best to do this then.
Okay, so we have a lot of pets in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Nature and water, apparently. Okay, so let's see. Nature and water. Nature is very good. When we get enchantment 4, that will help prevent backstabs against us.
Ooh,
because,
Yukinaga. Oh, it's priest. Okay, of course.
That's a priest, unfortunately. It would be cool if it was a 3-path in like fire or something, but yeah, they have 2 pats in nature, so we should go to enchantment. We should definitely remember this.
What do you want me to look?
Okay, so enchantment, go down to, was it 4? Yeah. What was it, 5? We should definitely remember that. It's foul vapors. It's useful stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We won't be getting there very quickly, though.
Yeah, but the reason why that one's very valuable is because you can put 2 gems on a stealthy Uba. They can show up, change form, and poison an entire army again.
Oh yeah,
which
that
will
is
be very
quite nice.
useful against all our human opponents with very fragile mages that might actually win it. That might actually be enough to destroy a potential backstab.
Oh, good thing we actually checked this because the drop in the last Uba put us down to below 50 in thaumaturgy.
Oh, that would have been annoying, but
okay. Now, I think we got to wrap this up because we're already going over 30 minutes and this is combined with another episode. So,
okay, let's do it.
So, is there anything else we need to work on, or I think we're good?
I think we're all good.
Okay. Well, then I will be in some diplomatic discussions off camera. And thanks for watching this somewhat extended episode. I can't wait to see how this continues. So until the next one, thanks for watching and take care.